So a couple things, because I'm seeing, this is just details. So remember, try not to use the wall too much. So if you do like this, you're not really teaching yourself the kick. So every basic movement that we do is a building, I know this is, I don't want to get cliche, it's a building block for what you do in the future. So build your tower or whatever. But the point is, it's easier to do this because I don't have to control my speed. I can just blast myself into the wall. But then when I do the same thing here, I didn't learn how to do it in a way that helps me. So even when I do this, I want to be very gentle. Try not to use the wall as much as possible. Try to be very light, so at least I know how much power and control I need to get me here. A couple mistakes we're looking at in these wall handstands are all very subtle. Main thing I'm looking at, number one, the feet. If there's any push or repulsion off the feet, that's a slap on the wrist, no rep, no good. You're not teaching yourself to balance. Back to the wall. If you have your shoulders or your head touching, that's also a very harsh no rep. If I'm, depending on the mood I'm in, I'll tell you to come down and not do that ever again in front of me. Usually I'm not in that kind of mood, but it happens. More subtle, try to avoid movement in the shoulders. So I don't know your name, but you were doing this just a little bit. You're not the only one. You just happen to be here. So watch my shoulders. Now watch my shoulders. I still came off the wall, and I still did it without pushing off my feet. So this is still teaching me to balance, but I lost my shoulder position. So in the ideal scenario, body stays in the same pose. The only thing that moves is the hands, and the whole body moves with the hands. Not a big, this is a detail, very subtle detail. And if you do the shoulder one a lot, you're still gonna learn to do a solid handstand. But it could be a little bit better because you're losing a little bit of that position.
Do you have tips for, because that's what I was just telling Jeff, I was like, trying to feel that like balance in your hands to get off the wall. Like, because I feel like it's all in my core where I'm moving off the wall. I don't feel like my hands are controlling it. I feel like it's my core for some reason.
Let's try it again. Go for it.
Here or on the wall?
On the wall.
On the wall.
Either one.
Okay. Well, I think I should go on the wall because that's
Okay.
where I'm trying to get off of. But
It still looked solid, like it looked okay. This is just me getting into the really fine details. So get into position, breathe, a little bit more push up, a little bit more up with the shoulders. Yeah. Now, take that, no feet separation.
okay.
Feet move together. Better, much better.
Okay.
And I know that was better because you were working really hard, so it was new.
Yeah,
It was differently than you've done it.
But I'm also not doing feet together.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm thinking of moving my hips forward as opposed to something with my
You
hands.
can. So this is getting a little bit more advanced.
Yeah.
There's a layer 2. So layer 1 of balance is only the fingers. Layer 2 is hips and shoulders. So for example, if I kick too short, I can use the hips to balance. So that was a hip correction. I don't want to learn hip correction to balance myself because it's not efficient. But I can do like this.
No, I'm saying moving the shoulders more forward is how I'm doing as opposed to doing with my hands.
Oh, so you might have to get closer to the wall.
Okay.
You might have to get to that point where your feet are really light.
Okay.
Like, I can do, if there's weight in my feet, so let me make my feet heavier, I can't use my hands because my feet now have 300 grams of weight.
So you're initiating movement in your palms, sort of?
Yep.
Okay.
So I can't do the movement unless I put my shoulders on top of my hands.
Okay.
But what did I have to do to put my shoulders on top of my hands? I had to move them forward.